The first step to starting to have an effective task management system is to do something called a task brain dump. And basically all that is writing down all the tasks you have to do, like all of them, right now, in the future, everything you can possibly think of, getting them all written down and listed in one place so that you can then start sorting through them and figuring out which ones you should be doing now, which ones are more important, which ones maybe you don't actually really have to do, and sorting it out from there. We're going to be doing this using Google Tasks again. Again, that's just because it's a way to keep track of things. We're already using Google Calendar. And just like with a calendar, a digital tracker, a Google Tasks, lets us do it digitally so that we can't lose our task list. When you do it on paper, if you do it on Post-its, on the back of your hand, all these things, which I actually do, it's a great way to lose track of your tasks, and you won't have them all in one place, and it's really hard to prioritize them. Again, if you have them all digitally in one place, then it makes it much easier to manage. And of course, you can't wash it off your hand or off the paper. So for me, I actually do, again, take notes sometimes on paper. I do write on my hand at times as well, but I always make sure to get it back into a digital place. So what we're going to do, again, is Google Tasks. So you're going to get into your Google Calendar, google.com/calendar. And once you're in there, you're going to click on your My Calendars, open that up, and you should have a list. It might just be one, it might be a couple, but at the bottom it says Tasks. So you're going to activate that task box just by clicking right here. If the color is showing, that means it's already activated. So you notice when I click that, suddenly a task list pops up over here. I don't have anything in it yet, just like you should probably be blank too, but there's a little checkbox here to get started. So we're going to write our first task in the task list over here on the right. So I click in there. One thing I need to do is finish the Google Tasks tutorial. Okay. Once I've written that, if I just hit enter or return on my keyboard, it will jump and give me a new task box. So right now it's a brain dump, so I'm going to list all the tasks I can think of for the next few weeks, right? So I need to finish this Google Tasks tutorial. I need to finish my summer PD materials. I need to meet with Mr. Eden about PLT lab at the high school. I need to meet with TS. I'm abbreviating, so I'm not using this person's name, but this is an actual meeting I have to do at Stanford. What else? Well, these are just things I have to do in the next day and a half, pretty much. But you get the picture. So I'll list all the things I can think of. Hit enter after each one. It'll just pop up and make a list. I'll make a couple more just so that when we're doing our management, you can kind of get the point of what we're doing. So I also have to email students to help with office furniture removal. I need to, what else? Create middle school scope and sequence. Okay, we'll leave it at that. So I got all these different tasks over here. Now, the thing I want to do though is, because obviously you're going to spend more time making this list, right? A real brain dump, you spend at least 5 to 10 minutes just writing all the tasks you can come up with. A way to do that is really just think of the different areas and projects that you are undergoing to make sure that you don't miss anything, right? So I can just think of okay, well, there's all my PLT lab curriculum. What are all the different PLT lab things I need to do? Make sure I list all those, okay? Another thing is admin and summer professional development. I have to do that. What are all the different things there, right? For you, it might be thinking of different classes. Okay, English class, ELA, what are the different projects and tasks I need to complete there? What about at home? What are the different chores I have to complete, right? Really think of the different areas, and that will help you in this brain dump to come up with all the tasks that you need to do. So do that now. Spend as much time as you need to write down all the tasks you possibly can in Google Tasks for yourself. And just in general going forward, this is something that you want to make sure you do a brain dump like this at least once a week. It's more helpful, obviously, the more often you do it, because then it can take less time. But you want to make sure you schedule yourself to regularly do this brain dump to get all your tasks down, make sure you're not missing anything. Because, of course, if you don't write it down, you might forget it entirely and not do it, even if it's really important. So right now, list every possible task you can think of that you need to do.